AITA, peed standing up in traffic jam. Throwaway. I am 26F, boyfriend is 25M. We got stuck in an insane traffic jam. Boyfriend was driving. We were at a standstill. Found out later on they had closed the highway. I had to pee really bad, like bad. I saw that a couple guys had run to the side of the road to pee, and Y decided to do the same. It was super open, with a few bushes by the side of the road, really not much cover. I have a stand-to-pee device in my car, but when I grabbed it, my boyfriend got all weird. He said people would see me pee standing up and think Y was trans. I said no one would think that. Plenty of women have pee funnels, and that also, I didn't care. I have no beef with trans people. He said Y should squat, just to put his mind at ease. I said I didn't want to get my butt and crotch out on the highway in front of everyone or get pee on my shoes, and I just wanted to be quick and clean. He said he didn't want people to look at the girl he was dating and think she was trans, and that I should squat like girls do. I'm dying by this point. I finally couldn't hold it anymore, and I really didn't want to show the world my butt, so I ran to the side of the road and slipped the device into my jeans and just peed standing up with my back to traffic. No one could see anything, it just slides through the zipper. But I guess maybe if someone was looking, they would be confused. When I got back to the car, my boyfriend wouldn't talk to me. He says Y disrespected his feelings, but it was 100% an emergency. AITA? AITA for speaking to my overweight assistant about her business unch and making her cry? At the beginning of the year, I hired an assistant. We'll call her Amy. Amy is great at what she does, and I have already given her a raise because I felt she was underpaid for what she was doing. I'm working on several large deals, so I gave Amy the lead on one of them. She did an excellent job. I set up a lunch appointment with that client on Friday. I told him I would be bringing Amy as she has been instrumental in their account. He did not have a problem with this. Amy was professional, knowledgeable, and did an overall good job. The client and I were both impressed, with the exception of one thing. The client and I both ordered burgers and fries. Amy ordered a steak, well done, mashed potatoes, steamed veggies, and a side of soup. The client and I finished about the same time. It was another 15 minutes before Amy finished. Then the waitress came around and asked if we wanted dessert. The client and I both said no. Amy ordered cheesecake and coffee. Palted that I hadn't spoken to Amy about client lunches before, so age at the meeting. I explained to her that it is best to follow the client's ed. They order simple food, we order simple food. If they decline dessert, we decline dessert. If we want something afterwards, we can pick it up later. Amy did not take this well. At first, she offered to pay me back. I told her it was not a money issue. I have no problem buying her lunch, but to keep in mind, it's about business. I told her I usually order wraps or burgers because they are not too messy, like spaghetti, and I can take small bites in case I'm asked a question. I can also match the client's eating speed so there is no awkward waiting on either side. Then she started crying, saying it is because she's fat. Her words, not mine. I again told her it was about strategy. I thought she had great potential, and I wanted to help guide her. I then told her about some of my past faux pas. For example, ordering spaghetti and getting it all on my shirt. Or once I ordered first and ordered a cheeseburger when the client was vegetarian and highly disgusted at me. She was still upset when she left. I feel like an AH for bringing this to her attention, but my intentions were good. I feel like she has great potential. The meal did not concern me as much as how she took instruction. Now I'm wondering if others think I was wrong for bringing it up at all. AITA. For not staying after our niece got arrested? So we were all going to be flying back from a family member's wedding. A bunch of us were on the same flight that got canceled. We were able to get tickets for another flight that had a layover. My sister sneakily got a flight on a direct flight. She basically just left us with her 17-year-old daughter because she said she had to get back home for work. We know she didn't tell us because she knew we would not have agreed. She knows we all think her daughter is a pain in the ass. But anyway, with no other options, we took her with us to the airport. And she was her moody, difficult self the whole time. While we were waiting in the airport during our layover, she got up to supposedly go to the restroom. Well, when she got back, the airport police came up and she got arrested for shoplifting. The police said that since she was 17, she would be charged as an adult there and transferred to the county jail. They said that she could be out tomorrow or it could take longer, depending on how busy they were. We all had our own places to be and were tired from dealing with travel stuff. Most everyone, notably besides me, had younger kids that were also tired and cranky. No one wanted to change their flight again and get a hotel for what may be multiple nights so they could stay and wait for her. At this point, to be honest, we were just fed up with her. We talked to the police about it, and they said it would be okay if we took our flight. So we relayed the information to my sister over text. She was upset and demanded that someone stay, and we couldn't just abandon her there. But we did check to see, and there were multiple flights my sister could take to get there by tomorrow. She said she couldn't because she had work. We said, so do we, but that was it before we got on our flight. So when we got home, my sister was freaking out because we all left even though she said she had work. She is now mostly just mad at me for leaving, since I didn't even have kids like the others, and she thinks my work is much more flexible compared to hers, and they would have believed if I had just lied about flight issues or used more days off. AITA for not sending my niece's dad updates after he kicked her out. My niece, Ami, 15, has been living with me for 4 years. Her mom left when she was 2. Her dad and grandparents gave her a very good life, private schools, competitive sports, etc. Then her grandparents passed when she was 7 and 9. Her dad married Grace when Ami was 10. Grace had 3 kids, 2 older than Ami and 1 younger. Ami never got along with Grace or her kids. Grace had no intention of being a mother to Ami, but still insisted that her father treat all of the kids equally, leading to Ami getting pulled out of her school and activists because he couldn't afford it for everyone, which caused Ami to act out. After a year, Grace gave Ami's dad an ultimatum. Either Ami goes or she does. Next thing I know, Ami's getting shipped across the country to my place. It was rough at first, but after a lot of therapy and me doing everything I can to prove that I won't leave, she's doing great. She does well in school, and I got her back into her sports. Contact with her dad has been anal. He calls around Christmas and her birthday, and he's visited twice. 8 months ago, Ami was diagnosed with a serious, life-threatening illness. We ended up moving to be closer to some of the top specialists, and as of now, things are getting under control. I never told her dad about her illness because he never asked. Her dad found out that Ami was sick through a family member's Facebook post. He's been calling and texting me, furious that I never told him about Ami's illness, asking if I know how bad it is to find out that his kid is severely ill from Facebook, and threatening to take me to court to get my custody revoked. Losing custody is highly unlikely, but I plan to talk to Ami about perusing adoption just in case. When I talked to some friends about the situation, they all think I should have at least texted Ami's dad and given him a chance to visit Ami when she was sick, especially back when we didn't know what was going to happen. Now I'm wondering if I was being too petty by not telling him that she was sick.
Found the black box of my marriage in a drawer today. 3 years of lies. My daughter, 10, is getting her first phone today, my wife's old S20 that's been sitting in a drawer for years. I was clearing it out to set it up for her, and I found a thread from 2023. It's visceral. Sexual messages, photos, the whole bit. She was sleeping with a coworker while I was working 16-hour days and struggling with my health. The kicker? I thought we were great. I've lost 60 kilograms since then, gastric sleeve, worked on myself, and thought our marriage was at its peak. Turns out, the last 3 years of happiness was just me living in the dark while she sat on this secret. I've already been through this once before with an ex. I told myself I was done with this shit. But I have a kid now. I've hidden the phone in the shed. I'm staying sober tonight so I don't do anything stupid. I have to sit across from her at dinner and act like everything is fine for my daughter's sake. 12 years of marriage down the drain because of a drawer in a phone. I can't talk to friends because they're all mutual. Don't expect anyone to fix it. I'm going to find a way to bottle a nuclear bomb and keep my shit show together. My daughter deserves that and more. Just needed to put this somewhere.